Greetings and happy
Sunday!
My name is Liz, aka Pez Liz, by the power of my light box there. And today we are sharing community makes. So on Discord, my Discord, which I'll of course link below. If you're live on Twitch, it's !Discord. In my Discord, we do have a sharing makes channel. We have all kinds of sharing on this channel. And a lot of people have expressed that they'd like to see this show up on YouTube. So welcome YouTube friends to our Sunday sharing. This is where the community shares all of their latest projects it makes. If there's designers, they're sharing things that they're working on. And if anyone has a project that they're working on. And of course, because this is on Twitch, you're probably gonna have a couple sound effects and things show up. Because this is just the way it is. So enjoy the chill music, but there may also be chaos. If people resubscribe, all that fun stuff. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember, this is streamed pretty much every single Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/PezLiz, where all the fun is happening, because at the end of the stream, or at the end of sharing makes, maybe even in the middle, we're gonna play the drop game. See this cake here? This cake, all these people are going to drop down on the cake, and whoever gets the top score for dropping on the cake, they get to win a spool of Polymaker filament. So it pays to watch live. Also, for anyone that's watching on YouTube, I am going to attempt to link almost everything in the description below. But if you are curious of where models come from, all of the models are listed in Discord, or at least the people that post the models. You can ask them for the links in my Discord. So without further ado, let's get on with the makes. We share almost 100 makes a week, so get ready for some fun. And of course, if anyone's live on Twitch, you can share your makes anytime here. All right. So first, Diablo Spawn 2 is sharing a Halloween Scary Pumpkin by 29 Flow. This was a work in progress. Looks like he either used the Fire HTPLA or the Fall Gradient from Polymaker. Looks pretty cool. So that's an awesome color. Yeah, also anyone on Twitch, we're not doing like the recording stress. We're chill. So you guys can do whatever you like to do. I can say hi to Fern Dog and Beardy and Alex Stream Error and Sharon and Tenshel and Wheezy and all these things. Yeah. So we're pretty chill. All right. Okay, I'm actually gonna set a timer for the drops. So, hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes, please.
All right, 30 minutes. Starting.
See, we're
now.
cash. We're cash. It's Sunday. It's
Sunday!
all right. This was Mr. E, a late entry last Sunday. This is his own model. And this is in Galaxy Matte Black Ambrosia PLA and Zombie Galaxy Red PLA from Polymaker. Exclamation mark spool in chat. And this is his own crazy Shaboomafoo. So if you want to know more about what he's up to, Mr. Excuse streams on Twitch, so you can ask him more questions about that model. Also, look at his maker chips there in the background. I see a Hue Forge, I see KB3D, a West 3D. Who else is there? Foxy Owly, Grenier, Polymaker, 2 Hedgehog makes in a row. Anyway, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Next up we have, again from Diablo Spawn. This is Khalidi Tricolor Red Gold Purple, and this is a Gothic organizer. So the tri-extrusion silk there, pretty awesome. You can see all the different effects of that, and get organized in a Gothic style. People who love skulls love the skulls. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I like it in the dark color too. AWZ printed a sunshade for my chronograph. The screen was a little hard to see in full sun. In Polymaker PLA Pro, dark gray. Now AWZ, you know that you got the name of that color wrong. It is D-A-R-K-2 gray. This is the color that K2 Kevin lobbied Polymaker to come up with for years. Years and years and years. So, K2 gray. Dark K2 gray. But anyway, that's awesome. Always great to have. Look at that. We love innovation. And yes, oh, much easier to see. Much easier to see. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, AWZ. All right. Next up, we have from Phantom Printer. I have no idea what a labubu is, but my 10-year-old loves them, so I 3D printed one for her. The more I look at it, the more it freaks me out. Listen, there's been trolls, munchie cheese, what else have we had? And Furbies. It's just it's the new ugly thing. So, yeah. So, there is a labubu. A 3D printed labubu. Pretty cute. Thank you for sharing, Phantom Printer, even if it scares you. And Phantom Printer, I hope that you will be at 3D Printopia. 3D Printopia is an event held in Maryland. We'll be moving to Philadelphia next year, but in Maryland, Bel Air, Maryland, in 2 weeks. So the 27th and 28th of September. Oh my gosh, it's so soon. Bearded Printer Little Mouse learns about bingo. There you go. I love that. So, of course, it's a spinner there for drawing, whether they're little ping pong balls with numbers on them or anything. It's a basket, a raffle basket. So, did I call Furbies ugly? No, I said some people interpret Furbies as ugly. I would never do that, Keys. Never, never. So... I do have, I have a mini Monchichi. Those things were kind of special. All right, Ryan, Duck 3D Print, printed this knife kit from the Loot Lab on Thangs. Looked too good not to. In bamboo silver, Esun white, and Elegoo black. Awesome possum. So thank you for sharing, and of course, let's take a close-up look at that. Exclamation mark loot in chat. We actually just interviewed Kit Kiln, aka the Loot Lab, last night on stream. That will be available on YouTube soon. It's already a VOD on Twitch, but it'll be available on YouTube soon. Also, my interview with Bearded Printer, the Pezless presents. So, Poms says a knife to stab filament bags. Nope. It's just a decoration. All right. Thank you for sharing, Ryan. So there's all kinds of really cool Halloween props and stuff on the Loot Lab. Here we have a Crafty Maker model. This is the Star Wars Pod Race Shadow Box. Phantom Printer sharing this. Printed on the Prusa Mark IV. And I love the way the shadow boxes work because you have all these... The frame has little slots in it, and you line up all those individual prints to get a really cool shadow box. Daddy Wazzy, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Super happy Sunday to you. Are you still watching football? So, Manly Mutt, you're here just in time. And if you have makes to share, feel free to share. You know, we keep on going. Also, if anyone's watching live on Twitch, we have the drop game going for a Polymaker giveaway in about 24 minutes. You don't have to behave and chat either. This is going live on YouTube, and people get what we're sharing. They get to see what they're missing out on. Diablo Spawn says, finished product with battery powered tea light inside. So this is the Halloween Scary Pumpkin. Let's bring that up full screen. Ooh, I like that with the tea light. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing, Diablo Spawn. I like that you used your desktop background there too. Super cool. I love seeing spooky season stuff because spooky season is all the time, right? So there we go. All right, next up we have, again from Diablo Spawn, This is the Spiky Mountain Dragon. Oh, that's cool. That's fun, just like that little bit of other color for the eyes. So this is a Spiky Mountain by who? I guess we'll find out. End K7. There you go. That's the designer. Oh, interesting that they have a glove in their picture to show off their model. So, holy hat. All right, and then this is the Hellraiser puzzle box by Chris on Maker World. Ooh, a puzzle box. Very cool, and that looks like a dual silk and black filament. And that's quite the name to capture on Maker World, Chris. This is interesting. He says, Diablo Swan says, I've given up on gluing those little stripes on him. So this is, of course, the Garfield model by Red Dad Steve. And of course, fun fact, I actually printed and painted this. It ended up being a 27-hour print for 2 little baby versions. So this is my Garfield. I did not glue these on. This was the 3D printed version. So the fully 3MF file, which is up on Maker World. So if you want to spend 20 odd hours printing this, I would suggest you size it up or have a bunch on the bed. I learned my lesson. That was actually my first lesson in multicolor printing. I only did 2 Garfields. I mean, I still love my Garfield very, very much. He's like my own little multicolor printing trophy. And the color that I used for him was actually Polymaker's, I think this was the Pumpkin Patch, which is quite similar to the Fall Gradient, but it was the Halloween pack color. But yeah, Garfield at least needs his little whiskers on his, you need the little whiskers on his eyes and on his face. So anyway, I'm sure at some point you'll get motivated to do that. So, shoosh. All right, thank you for sharing. Midnight Wolf, the Crypt Creeper bust. In Overture Space Gray Easy PLA, which is, I think, quite similar to Cope. Printed on the Century Carbon. So there's Tales from the Crypt Keeper. That's kind of fun. Thank you for sharing, Midnight Wolf. All right. Meep meep. Mad Cat in with Roadrunner. See, a nice clean print area. You know, taking a picture inside the printer is absolutely fine if you're looking for a nice surface to showcase your model. So there is the Roadrunner. Meep meep. Does anyone know if Elegoo has an ETA? Yeah, does anyone know if Elegoo has an ETA on the Centauri? I don't know. We just came out of a Big Tree Tech massive stream where they shared all kinds of amazing stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I can't wait to go on the Big Tree Tech website and see all the cool stuff. My favorite thing is the panda diaper. But we'll look at that after the makes. The panda diaper looks really fun. It's like this little silicone mat that can collect the debris in the bottom of your printer. So, Diablo Spawn, finish the rep racks 4 to 5, 4 5-foot and 1 7-foot. We love a rep rack over here! ! Rep rack in chat. Fun fact: there's actually an interview with Pooch, of course creator of the rep rack, in the Maker Deck YouTube channel. So look at the multi-board going on here, all kinds of organization. Very nice to have everything organized. Lots of Polymaker dual filaments. We see all different brands here. Super fun and well organized. Good stuff. All right. I didn't like the original clip that came with my rope light, so I designed and printed a full plate in Polymaker Clear Pet G. So that's going up on printables. Cool. Thank you for sharing. And thanks to Joel at Polymaker. Yes, Joel is an influencer now. Everybody's printing their Monopoly pieces. So he printed his favorite Monopoly piece, which is the dog. I was always partial to the dog or the top hat. I also like the car. So I didn't always get a choice. So, but love it. All right, AWZ printed in Polymaker Silk Pezeriwinkle. And this is the Halloween skull wreath by Infinity 3D Prints. Awesome possum. I like the texture on that. Really cool. So, yours is the, Sharon's is the thimble. Yes, she printed a trash can or a storage bin with the thimble. Bexy Beans is a thimble squad. Top Hat and race car for purplish. Palm says the car. Yeah, I don't know. I let everyone else. The wheelbarrow's fun because I'm big about a wheelbarrow full of money. I'd like that. So anyway, I just like the money. And you know, every family has different Monopoly rules. Ours was every fine, like get out of jail and everything went into the center. So if you actually hit the $500, I mean, it'd be a great way to, and like when you mortgage something, it didn't go to the bank, it went to the middle. We were very much about the you know, hitting the jackpot there. All right, Jeremy printed on my Creality K1 using Esun PLA Bone White for the face, Deeply PLA Pro Black, 3D Hojar PLA Pro Cold White at 1mm layer height. So this is, of course, the Kit Kiln's Storm Chunker, which, as I mentioned, Kit Kiln was on my stream last night. Here's my Storm Chunker in Silk Pezeriwinkle. And the head doesn't come off. Shoosh. Yes, the redistribution of wealth. And then we learned when the bank went bankrupt, oh, that's probably not the best way to play the game. But Jeremy, awesome print. I love seeing people's Storm Chunkers, all the different versions that people do, whether they do it in the traditional colors or go weird like me. All kinds of fun. AWZ, there you go. This is Bugman's I Feel Pretty Pumpkin in Polymaker Matte Fall Gradient and PLA Pro Army Beige. Oh, nice color for the stem. And I love this model. I have a few of them floating around here. I need stems on all of them. I'm going to be giving them to my best friend who has a lot of trick-or-treaters, so it will light the pathway too. She can put some votives in them, battery-operated votives. But I Feel Pretty is very lovely, so. And the Fall Gradient is very nice. And this, of course, isn't just for Halloween. This is for the whole fall Thanksgiving season. D-Mac, good afternoon. Happy to have you here. Jonathan, happy to have you here. All kinds of fun people here. So yeah, feel free to be sharing your makes. And 15 minutes until we do the drop. So today's giveaway is going to be the drop gain. Highest drop, it's for a spool of Polymaker filament. Sometimes drop is just for fun. Sometimes it is whatever we make it. And speaking of DMAT, oh, this is awesome. DMAT made 2 sets, one a multi-part with various filaments and the other single color prints with acrylic paint pens for the additional colors. I love using acrylic paint pens. Printed on my Bamboo Lab P1S combo using Polymaker Polylite PLA Luminous Orange, the color for Halloween, I say. Luminous Pink, Silk Peridot Green, love that green, and Polyterra Charcoal Black, which apparently is the best-selling Polyterra, aka matte filament from Polymaker. King Room PLA Orange and Esun PLA White filaments, and acrylic paint pens. 0.16 layer, 3 perimeters, 15% crosshatch infill, and tree auto supports. So that's from Printables. These are pumpkins by 3D Printy Eye. Not to be confused with 3D Printy Joe. But 3D Printy Eye. And there are, oh, that's cute. I love that you did the eyes different. Super fun. Thank you for sharing, DMAT. They are gorgeous. Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom. There you go. Hi, Kit Kiln. Happy Sunday to you. Bearded Printer and Kit Kiln, I am editing both of your videos. I'm experimenting with adding in B-roll and things. So those edited videos will be out in the next little while. All right, Michaela. Uh-oh. Look at this beautiful bookend in Ambrosia Blue PLA. Maybe it will I think it will make this, make a nice wig, maybe a rat's nest. Hashtag shoulda used nano. So, little plate adhesion issue, a lot of chaos. That's unfortunate. It happens to the best of us, happens to the worst of us, including especially me. I had some fails on the X1 Carbon over the weekend, and I have a fully clogged hot end, so I had to replace the nozzle and play around with that. So that is a very minimalist bookend. I don't think you're going to stop any books or end any books there. But good luck next time, Michaela. Cruiser Girl, George is reconsidering his food choice. This is a Possessed Apple by Valkyrie Forge on Maker World. And oh my gosh, that is slightly frightening. There's of course the interpretation of George the Pig by Built Over Bot, and then this apple. That is a spooky apple. So, oh my gosh, Ryan says I had 3 clogged extruders this week. It happens. I think that when we have a change of season, you know, just routine issues. Sometimes it's a new print, whether it's like the motion on the print, I don't know. But I find it happens every once in a while, so. Thank you for sharing, Cruisin' Girl. Ooh, that one looks like it's painted almost. Maybe it's done in a silk. All right, Cruisin' Girl again. George wondering if he has sour grapes. Oh my gosh, that's a spooky little set of grapes. That's fun. I love that silk. That's a really cool silk there. And I like your photo box. Hello, Tech Jeeper. Welcome in. Welcome in. You now have door catches to keep the doors open on all the P1Ss. Yeah, I tend to keep I have the door kind of closed right. Well, I have the door closed on the X1 Carbon because I'm printing in ASA right now. So, yeah. Grenier has new earring. Gobble up the fun with these turkey leg designs. Back with another of my fun multi-purpose designs that's perfect for showing your love of this festive favorite food, whether it's at the Thanksgiving table or, of course, the Renaissance Festival feast. These lighthearted, silly cute prints are great for using up the leftover filament and can be turned into earrings, pendants, keychains, or even personalized gift tags. I was thinking napkin, like name tags for at the dinner table too. I used a variety of manufacturers for the colors, but all PLA. She recommends that you use a medium or dark brown for the base, the legs in a medium or light brown, the bone white or off-white. So they're available on her printables and Maker World profiles. So there you go. Gobble gobble these earrings up. I did the thing. I did it. There you go. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, and I'll be sure printing some of these in near future for my holiday collection. Have a good one, Peck and Paw. Happy Sunday. And of course, anybody, if you're just joining, we're sharing makes from Discord, !Discord. There's a whole sharing make section. If you've made something delicious, you can share in food. If you've got a cute pet, you can put it in the pet section. If you want to play along with our daily Wordle game, there's a game section, all kinds of fun. So our Discord is pretty hopping now. Oh, goodness gracious. Where are we? Good job, Liz. You could see my bamboo status there. All right. Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Grenier. Next up, we have from AWZ. I recognize this. I'm seeing some familiar faces, which is really nice. So keep in mind, everything old is new again. This is a model this is a model I printed before. This is Gordo the Pumpkin by Bugman 140. Remember to go into people's Halloween collections. I've got Halloween collections on my Maker World, my Thangs, and my printables. Take a look at designers' past models because you're going to find a lot of awesome things. And Bugman is based in the UK, and he has an affection for all things spooky. So he's got all kinds of really fun stuff. He's also got some really cool Easter eggs and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, exclamation mark Bugman in chat to take a look through all of his models. He's got a lot of bears, of course, but lots of fun Halloween models. So thank you for sharing, AWZ. In Matte Sunrise Orange and PLA Pro, I like the Army Beige for the stems. That's super smart. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Grenier in with Flexi Skeleton. This model was printed with Sunlu Natural PLA and Arion Tricolor Matte. Oh, I love that idea for the eyes. I did not have black loaded, so I tried out tricolor and I liked it. I love it. We'll make cute little handouts with or without the keychain options this All Hallows Eve. Plus I have fun with AI creating the scenes for your makes. Yeah, super fun. But look at the tri extrusion for the eyes. It's almost hypnotic, right? It's super fun. So there you go. That's a really cute model. Again, Canadian dime for reference. Blue knows the ocean knows your name. Those are tiny. Oh, I love that. Putting it in the graveyard with the AI. Super cute. Thank you for sharing, Granian. And yeah, I love the idea of a rainbow for the eyes. Diablo Spawn. Something new for my front window. I don't always give a damn, but when I do, it's for the animals. Cute. Cute. Thank you for sharing. Grenier in with another absolutely fantastically fun nano creation from Key Creations, or I think we noticed it's K Creations, right? I can't remember how she pronounces it, but I'm just gonna say Kristen. There you go. This is the Nano Flexi Seahorse at 100% and 125% printed in Sunlu White, Sunlu Cherry Red, and Sunlu Blue. All PLA, and Sunlu Black for the wee eye pupils. Key Creations is on Patreon and on Thangs. Right now I'm a member on Thangs, but I used to be a member on Patreon. I'm a member on Patreon, but not on Thangs. So, you know, shoosh. We will definitely have her as a guest at some point. She was just on Meet the Polymaker, and we learned so much about her. So I have been in touch. So, and let's take a look. Sounds like there's like a band marching past my apartment right now, so that's kind of fun. Is it the feast of something? Interesting. Anyway, there's the seahorses. Remember, the daddy seahorse is the one who takes care of the baby, which I think is kind of cool. And then with the dime for reference, those are tiny nanos. So exclamation mark KE in chat if you're watching on Twitch. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of something going on outside. Is there like a big football game or something? Because sometimes that happens. I do live on like a main-ish street. There seems to be like some sort of live demonstration. I don't know if you guys can hear it at all, but that's all I can hear right now. So kudos to my mic if it's not picking it up, because it is very loud. Sometimes if there's like a religious festival, they'll be doing this. Sometimes if it's some sort of sports. Oh, Bexy organized a band to walk by and tell me I'm cool. Okay, thank you, Bex. You can't hear it? Good. All right, Shrimp Father, another great chunk by the Kit Kiln, printed at 200% scale. And this is, of course, Michael Chunkers. Holy hat. Panchroma box for scale. So that's a big guy. Wow, Shrimp Father. That is formidable. That is formidable. A band rang your doorbell early and you pretended not to be home. Aw. Yeah, so there is Michael. Mike Myers. Shoosh shoosh. Awesome possum. And of course, if you're looking for Kit Kill models, !Kit in chat. I just did a Pezlis Presents with him last night. All right, Cruising Girl. Welcome to the bathroom. A cat will be with... My sister needs this. My sister absolutely needs this. Welcome to the bathroom. A cat will be with you shortly. By 3D printing for fun. My sister's cats, if you close the bathroom door, the little paw comes out. Like, what are you doing in there? What could you possibly be doing? Little paw, please let me in so I can stare at you in the shower. What are you doing? Can't be more interesting than me. If you know, you know. Look at those eyes too. Cute. Thank you for sharing, Cruising Girl. Definitely someone who has cats in the house. Purplish says I might need this. Yeah, for sure. Yes, Fern Dog says my sister's cat will just meow obnoxiously outside the door. The other thing my sister's cats do sometimes is they hide behind the shower curtain. So you're getting ready to get in the shower and all of a sudden there's a cat. Cute. Barking Cauldron. My amazing gargoyle dice tower in Polymaker's matte fossil gray. The design is, again, from K Creations. And so, look at that. I love that in the fossil gray. Beautiful gargoyle dice tower. I love gargoyles. Did anyone watch Gargoyles as a kid? I love that show. I'm always like on the lookout for gargoyles. You know, if you've ever visited like a state capital or provincial capital in Ottawa, the Parliament buildings have gargoyles. Montreal has a lot of Scottish architecture, and there are gargoyles in that. So, Chill Mode wants a cat in the house. You're gonna adopt them cats. You and cats talk the same language. Gotta slowly close eyes. Sign of trust. True. Gargoyles are a pretty cool print. So we're gonna do the drop game. We're gonna take a little break after we finish looking at Sharon's model here. We're gonna do the drop game. So, if you're watching live on Twitch, let's have some fun here. The drop game, of course, is by !Drop. You can put your favorite emote in when you drop. And so what we're gonna do with this drop game is the top drop is going to be the winner of a spool of Polymaker filament. We have Drop Chaos incoming. Hey, Google, stop the timer. It's not listening. Just give me a second here. All right. So everybody get your drops in. And remember, if you add a bit or two, it'll skew the drop, all those things. And for the giveaway, it is a spool of Polymaker filament. So no matter where you live in the world, you are eligible. So if you live in the US or Canada, it will be a gift card towards Polymaker filament. If you live outside of the US or Canada, then you get to choose a spool of filament from Polymaker from their selection, and it will be sent out to you. So good luck, everybody. And we've got a Pez time. So Poms, which Pez would you like me to? We have a new Halloween set. Oh, let's see if the I want to see if the flashlight works on that. I've got my UV flashlight. Okay, whatever. We've got a Hydrate from Petty Ruxpin. Are any of these UV reactive? Oh, Dracula's teeth are sort of UV reactive. I need to add some more batteries to this. I thought that this one was going to be glow. The Dia de yeah. The Day of the Dead Sugar Skull. Okay. And I believe it's Cherry Pez inside the vampire. There we go. And we're gonna drop. We also have a Hydrate from Petty Ruxpin. Got my Awala here. Thank you. Cheers. And good luck, everybody. !Drop. Da Vinci's highlighting messages, all these fun things. I've got all kinds of fun pest dispensers. I'm going to put some more up behind me too. All right. Chill mode. The 3D printed part is the holder for the Pez dispensers. The Pez dispensers, there is one that is 3D printed. The Pezliz one. The butterfly on the Pezliz is 3D printed. That was designed by Polymaker Joel. The topper here, you pull the head off a Pez dispenser and you put the topper on and then the butterfly is glued on. Dr. Boomstick says, wait, I have to say something for you to translate. No one said there was going to be a test. Let's say, oh, I can sing a Halloween song. Qui a peur de la sorcière, de la sorcière, de la sorcière. Qui a peur de la sorcière? No, ce n'est pas moi. There you go. That was Who's Afraid of the Witch. That's a Halloween song, I know. There's like a whole bunch of Halloween songs I know from French class. All right. Starting the drop. Exclamation mark drop in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Star underscore Rose
1.
underscore 3 cheered X100 Chaos Bomb.
We've got some chaos from Star Rose 3. Holy hat, look at all those people dropping. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, I see some people bouncing around, some people spinning around. We've got a lucky Kenneth, it seems, but it could be anybody's. Could be anybody's game still.
Cheered X69.
Ooh. Kenneth D, you are the lucky one. You are the lucky one. That was a lot of people dropping. Do you think we should do a second one for later? I think we could. Congratulations, Kenneth. I am going to do a screenshot. I'm doing a screenshot without me in the picture. So I remember this. There we go. I mean, otherwise I'm like in the cake. So we are going to do the drop again. We'll do another one. How about we do another one in, oh. Shush. We do not need me in the picture. Okay, so I just decided to do this drop to get it done and over with. And then we'll so everybody, this is not the actual drop game. This is just for fun. Shake your sillies out. All right, then we're gonna cue the drop. Maybe it won't let me cue the drop right away. It says group drop is already queued. Okay, so the group drop is queued. So get your drops in for about a half hour from now. All right, we're gonna continue on with the makes. But congratulations, Kenneth, and good luck everybody for the next set of drops. Shoosh. All right. Oh, maybe I have to reset. Okay, I think I have to reset the drop. I think that's what I have to do. Let's see. Okay. You gotta redrop. Sorry about that. Bang sorry in chat. Shoosh. Kenneth, thank you for staying out of that one, but congratulations. So we just looked at Barking Cauldron's Gargoyle Dice Tower. And next up we have Little Gargoyle Loves Pumpkins. Giant Pumpkin Egg by the Bearded Printer in Bamboo Orange Basic PLA and Duramic Green Silk. Baby Gargoyle Flexi by Key Creations in Polymaker's Panchroma Matte Fossil Gray. So she is sharing those on Thangs. Make sure you vote for everybody in the Thangs Maker Showcase. So there is the beautiful pumpkin and of course an awesome gargoyle. Thank you for sharing, Sharon. Yeah, you like that mini gargoyle? It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice clean pumpkin print, isn't it? So there is the Bearded Pumpkin Bearded, see, I said bearded pumpkin again. Bearded printer. I'm gonna start calling him bearded pumpkin. Bearded printer, a pumpkin egg, and then of course the little gargoyle. I did it again. I did it again. I think that is success. I think we need to have a pumpkin count. How many times? Fruit basket 2.0. I know. Now it's bearded printers pumpkin. All right, next we have from Barking Cauldron, balloon unicorn in techno sour rainbow silk. I love this silk gradient. So there is a unicorn balloon animal in a beautiful silk gradient. I like that rainbow. Thank you for sharing. All right. Rose and Silk, Rose and Skull pen or brush holder by Served, I think we call it Served, out of Zbot tri-colored filament in rose red, dark blue, and green. I always love when the red and blue filaments, like they make that beautiful purple color. Thank you for sharing. Oh, that is cool. Dr. Boomstick. Now this is a huge, you'll have to let us know whose dragon this is. I mean, I know you printed it. This is humongous, but you'll have to let us know. You'll have to let us know whose model this is. It looks like a crystal or a gemstone dragon. And it's gigantic. Dr. Boomstick is just Cinderwing 2025. Okay. Chill Mode says that is a long polygon big time dragon. Exactly. It's just a small dragon in a baby chair. There we go. That is awesome. That is formidable. That is so cool. And I love all the different colors in that silk filament. Gorgeous. Thank you for sharing, Dr. Boomstick. No wonder you're buying so much filament, right? You got to print these giant things. So he used 3 A1s and 2 P1Ss. There you go. Ooh, a knitted pumpkin. A cozy autumn-inspired home decor by Sculpturism. AWZ printed this in Polymaker Galaxy Dark Blue. I love how the knit looks with the galaxy. Absolutely gorgeous. Galaxy Dark Blue is a beautiful galaxy filament. Obviously it's got dark blue, but there's hints of turquoise and magenta and silver in the glitter. One of my very first galaxy filaments that I used. Thank you for sharing, AWZ. It looks like a really nice cozy sweater and pumpkin. Beautiful. Dr. Boomstick said that dragon took 6.5 spools at 400%. Holy hat. I think I'd love to do something like this at some point. That's really cool. I hope you guys didn't hear me kick things under my desk. You probably did, but you know, that's how we do things. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. Sooth says, sweet lord. Yeah, this pumpkin is really cool though. Thank you for sharing, AWZ. Diablo Spawn getting ready for the Halloween season. And this is a Flexi Spider V2 by Una 3D World on Maker World. And I love the colors. Great color choices. Spider alert, if anyone's afraid. Arachnophobia. That is a really cool looking spider. I love the color choices there too. Thank you for sharing. I forgot to give a spider alert. This was supposed to be 2 Red Bull cans inside, but it's a bit too big. I'll have to make a spacer to enlarge it. And this is a Boomstick gun cool box for 2 Coke cans. Okay. Interesting. It is a cooler for your cans. Thank you for sharing. All right. Next up from Bexy Beans. If you missed Bexy's stream, it was such a fun stream that I took a nap. I mean, a girl has to have a little nap every once in a while. But let's get a nice shout out for our friend Bexy. Shoosh shoosh. Bexy Beans did a nice cozy. I like calling it a cozy stream. Bexy Beans is a UK performer, cosplayer, and sewist. She's the head of cosplay and creators for Anime Con UK, and she's been creating a mindful miniverse. So this is the miniverse that she made on stream, I believe, yesterday. These are blind box kits that you buy, and I love these. So you basically use this fun resin and all kinds of fun things, like you use a UV light to solidify them. And these are all sorts of Disney treats. Now, this is like this is a Mickey Mouse like donut sundae, it looks like, or maybe it's a hot chocolate. Looks like a sundae to me. Then we've got this beautiful gingerbread roll, as we call a Yule log or a bûche de Noël. I love the little gingerbreads and the little meringue mushrooms, super cute. Then we have an Ariel inspired sundae. Looks kind of like a mini trifle or a layered pudding cup. I don't know. It's a sundae. It is, of course.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
So there's an Ariel inspired. So there's like seashell candies and all these cute little pearls. It looks good enough to eat. That looks like mini iced teas, maybe? I don't know. It looks delicious. Or lemonades or Arnold Palmer's. We've got a Minnie Mouse waffle with little strawberries and syrup and all kinds of fun goodness. Then we've got a pile of, those look like crepes with some syrup. Just absolutely awesome. So I love these things. Aren't they cool? So these are blind, blind bags that you get. And yeah, it's not 3D printed. It's all like fun little resin crafts. That Yule log, that bûche de Noël looks really good. Yeah, hunger kicking in chill mode. I know. And that's just plastic. Do not eat it. Do not eat it. But look at the whipped cream there. That's amazing. Anyway, Bexy, that's a super fun craft. I actually have, I forgot that I have a Poppin' Cookin'. So next time I do a craft stream with the overhead camera, I'm going to do a Poppin' Cookin' too. If you know what Poppin' Cookin' is, that's where you have like a little food kit and you use water. Realize it says it's making and crafting still. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I have a Poppin' Cookin' kit. I think it's for sushi. I can't remember, but I love Poppin' Cookin'. All right. Thunder Keys, maybe getting something ready for Earth. It looks like, ooh, this looks interesting. There's like a little PTFE sort of coupler there. There's something for USB, for CAN bus, 24 volts. I think I know what some of these things are. This looks promising, so I guess we'll see. Beautiful, of course, I believe West 3D colors here. We'll see what happens. You'll have to find out at 3D Printopia. Thank you for sharing, Thunder Keys. Can't wait to see what that is. Also, I can't wait to see you and hopefully Whimsy Crafting too at 3D Printopia. Please promise me I get to see Whimsy Crafting. I already cried because there's the promise of Krusty coming to 3D Printopia, so, we'll see. Naksha, your favorite that doesn't taste good? Yes, the hamburger one. That Coca-Cola tastes really gross. So, fusion filaments. Awesome, Thunder Keys. And do you have the promise of a Whimsy? Is there a Whimsy coming along with you, please? That would be nice. Also, for anyone going to 3D Printopia, we're working on Friday night at a crab place. I'll probably post it in Discord at some point. I'm gonna call ahead. I know some people don't like crab, so that's why we thought, okay, we're in Maryland, we need to have crab. This place does have a variety of dishes. I know some people have allergies and can't come, so Friday we're gonna do crab, and then a Sunday I think we're gonna plan for another restaurant, and certainly welcome to take suggestions. So yeah, but we want to have crab when we're in Maryland. So I think I found the place. Let me see. I'm just gonna interrupt this whole stream. You know me. Let's find the place. This is Conrad's Crabs. There we go. Oops, there you go. So we're gonna go to the one in Abingdon, I think. Wow, good job, Liz. There. Why is it? It's just deciding to skip right down to the menu. There. Conrad's Seafood Restaurant in Abingdon. So I need to call ahead though. And what I'm suggesting is people sort of group together and book their own tables. I know, we'll see. I'm gonna give them a call and see what they suggest. Because I'm just gonna say there's a lot of people that are gonna be coming around 7 o'clock on Friday. So shush. All right, back to the makes. But there is a link there to Conrad's Crabs in Abingdon. So if you want to take a look at the menu ahead of time, all those things. I went to 3D Printopia and all I got were crab cakes. There you go. Ryan is working on a whole bunch more Pokeballs by N3D. Some are Patreon, but some are on Maker World. So we've got Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, Snorlax, Oddish, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and of course those are in all varieties of colors. Elegoo beige, brown, black, Esun white, silver, Arion burnt titanium, Elegoo beige green, Elegoo black, Bamboo orange green, Elegoo black, Esun white, yellow, and red. So there's a whole bunch of Pokemons. There you go. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Ryan. Oh my goodness. They are evolving. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, is that Charizard? I think I know what some of them are. Maybe I got that wrong. How do you eat crab? Well, I'm probably gonna have crab cakes, but yes, you get the leg, you pull the meat out of the legs, dip it in butter for me. Yeah. I'm from Nova Scotia, so I've had a lot of lobster in my life. Lobster, shrimp, scallops, mussels, clams, all those things. Oh, wow. These are cool, Ryan. Super fun. Thank you for sharing. All right. Next up from Grania, wand printed in all PLA. Rub and buff on the hilt and then added a piece from a broken earring I used to buy and repurpose jewelry from the Goodwill store. The wand is from STL Flicks. So this is a really cool wand. Oh my gosh, the rub and buff is gorgeous, Granier. And let's zoom in. First of all, look at your beautiful fall nails. And I love that repurposed jewelry. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the detail there. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Yes, chill mode, the deadliest catch. Now, lots of lobster and cod and all kinds of things in Nova Scotia, at least. Peekaboo knows all about it. Crab is very good, State Line Customs. Also, for anyone that's just joining, we are doing big drop game. The reason there's a cake there below is we're going to do a drop game in about 15 minutes, and the winner of the drop game can win some Polymaker filament. Thunder Keys is done printing swatches, so making some other bits to give away at 3D Printopia. These are double mini fidget gears by 3D Printing World. And Thunder Keys is going to see how many he can make. Oh, that's cool. Those are fun. Little fidgets. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for sharing, Thunder Keys, and I hope to grab one. Yes, it's a resin covered cake craft drop. There you go. Can say that 10 times fast, Mighty Bean. Resin covered cake craft drop. Resin. I'm not going to try. But welcome in, Mighty Bean. Happy to have you. They do look like mini pumpkins. Ooh. AWZ in with a crow tea light holder. I need this. Crow collectors. We're just like crows. We see something crow and we want to collect it. This is awesome. So this is Wednesday's Crow Tea Light by Virtue Printo on Maker World. I'm going to have to grab this one. And this is in Polymaker's Galaxy Dark Blue. Remember, crows have like a blue tone. Some of them have, they're black and blue. Beautiful. Super cool for spooky season. And yeah, I definitely need this. So. Noxious says, I spoke ill of resin too harshly. I actually was gifted a resin printer. Good luck with that. Have fun. So there's a crow. Ryan, been looking for some more stuff to print for a few fairs. So I decided to try using Maker Lab, the Flexi Toy Maker, for Gingy. Printed in Alugu Brown, Easton White, and Red PLA. So there is Gingy, the Flexible Gingerbread Man. And that's by Ryan. Awesome. There you go. So you've got an automatic keychain / ornament right there. And toy. Bearded printer. Dummy 13 at 1300% scale. Hello. By Sousaphone / Lucky 13 Toys / Gabe, who we hope to actually like talk to and engage with at 3D Printopia. This is going to fit into Bearded Printer's suitcase, believe it or not. This is printed in Polymaker. I know at least some of it is Galaxy Red. Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red. This was a Polymaker project that Bearded Printer participated in. Absolutely gorgeous. Now that is almost as big as your ego. Yeah, you got all except for his arms. So now you have to carry his arms with you. Be like, these are my extra arms. Sir, is that a body in your suitcase? Exactly. Do you have a picture of it in the suitcase? We have a picture of you with it. Can I share that picture of it in the suitcase? Can I share that picture? Is that okay? I'm gonna check with you. It printed super clean. I mean, look at this. Only a few layer lines. Oh wait, look at this. With the custom edamame to match. Okay, I'm allowed to share. So we're gonna share the picture from Discord of the babies in the not so much of a baby in the suitcase. Where is it here? Wait till you see this. All but the arms fit. Look at that. It's very tucked in the suitcase. So Beardy packs dummies in the suitcase. There you go. But there's the dummy. There's the dummy in the suitcase, except for the arms. So that is a tight fit. Suitcase is 42.5 pounds. Holy hat. Definitely cutting it close. Are you going to bring that home with you, or is it going to be on the Polymaker traveling tour? I guess we'll find out. Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Beardy, and I did not call you Pumpkin. Pumpkin? Holy hat. Lots of questions there. Ooh, this is Sussy Bird from K-Pop Demon Hunters. I've heard a lot about K-Pop Demon Hunters. I have a feeling I'll be printing a lot of this stuff when I get back from 3D Printopia. Printed in Elugu Black, Easton Red, White, Yellow. This wasn't perfect and needed a few tweaks, which they have now made. And this is by Do 3D. So this is the Sussy Bird. This is a very sussy bird. I know, I don't watch things. Just so people know, I rarely watch things. That's kind of why I'm going to have a vacation. After 3D Printopia, I'm going to have a few days off. So I tend to like not watch things. So one of the things that I'm going to do when I'm on vacation is spend an entire day just watching. I think the plan is to watch all of Indiana Jones. I have not watched an entirety of an Indiana Jones movie. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing. So yeah. So there you go. Thank you for sharing, Ryan, and anyone who appreciates, of course, the K-Pop Demon Hunters, which is co-produced by a Canadian. so we'll take some credit, right? Tenchel says you don't watch either. So yeah, my goal is to at least one vacation day watch all of Indiana Jones. Now, whether I fall asleep during some of it, we'll find out. But I've got to keep up. Oh, K2 Kevin playing with the H2D cutting module. So he has the H2D and he did get the cutting option, not the laser, but K2designlab.com. Very nice. K2designlab.com. Awesome possum. And this came from last night's Kit Kiln interview. Grid infill, gross. So Zombie already wants this as a bumper sticker. Grid infill, gross. Yes, this is a very manly cricket. Harold. Sorry, it's not Friday. I have to call him Harold. Dang it. Yeah. Hello, howdy. Is it really an Indiana Jones marathon if you don't fall asleep? I don't know. But Harrison Ford is like one of my favorite humans. I think he's hilarious. And I know he's grumpy in person and all those sorts of things. Yeah, you might have to get a cutter. Yeah, get the cutter attachment. Kevin ended up buying the cutter kit. And he's done some shopping around for shirts and for more materials. Maker World has all kinds of materials, but I like that. Grid infill, gross. So that is all done on the bamboo cutter. Yeah, super easy to do on the H2D. So yeah, and of course, lots of people use their Cricut and other machines to cut out vinyl and do iron-on transfers and stuff. Yeah, it's an iron-on transfer. You can also use like a t-shirt press or whatnot. So yeah, if I get the cutter, well, I need to have the bamboo H2D. There is no bamboo H2D here. Someday I'll find it, the H2D printer. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Do. Who knows? Maybe someday. Maybe someday when I grow up. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Part of the reason we go to these events is to, you know, interact with companies and do all kinds of fun things. So anyway, awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Kevin. Dragonfire 411 is sharing. I'm loving the Halloween chunks. Here's Freddy added to the crew. All printed in Panchroma matte filaments. So there's the whole crew. Freddy in front. Now I like this. So this is how Dragonfire 411, this is how she shares her make. So she's got the other characters, but that's not the main make. So she puts them way in the background. I know some people don't like it when there's stuff in the background of makes on things. You don't know what you're liking, but I like the way that she did this, where she puts it right up front. So yeah, and great color choices. I know Kit Kiln has amazing color choices for the chunkables. So thank you for sharing. Awesome. Hold up for the bamboo tool changer. We'll see. You know I love multicolor printing, so Diablo Spawn printed a bunch of Fix 'em Dudes vehicles. !FDM here in chat. Fix 'em Dude vehicles to test out all my new dual filaments from Polymaker. So he's got the dual Caribbean, he's got the dual Crown, he's got the dual Aubergine, the dual, that's Beluga, the dual Jadeite, the dual Chameleon, the Sovereign, the Banquet, the Sunset. Holy hat, a lot of silks there. And he did a whole bunch of Fix 'em Dudes vehicles. Oops. So we've got the, let's move this. We've got the ice cream truck, the fire truck. That looks like it might be the pickup truck. I don't know. I'm trying to see. This is the cement truck. There's the Jeep. There is the Gladiator, I think. The pickup truck, the police car, the garbage truck. I'm trying to remember all the vehicles. I should know them all. I printed them all many times over, but awesome possum. Thank you for sharing. There might be a Bronco in there too, but awesome. That is a lot of filament. Those are a lot of fun, really cool colors. Polymaker had such an awesome sale too, but there's all the duals. Thank you for sharing. Ah, and this is the bearded printer, not bearded pumpkin. This is his, I believe, his pencil container. Printed in some really pretty colors, and there's a hedgehog makes. There's a zombie beard. Shoosh. There's a bonus. We've got Kit Kiln. We've got a bonus Loot Lab knife there. All kinds of fun going on here. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, this is the Key Creations Flexi Hummingbirds in Conjure Silk Blue and Green. I need to print these. I love hummingbirds. And I want to print one in time for my mom to visit because my mom loves hummingbirds. So Bailey has these hummingbirds. If you know Kristen at all, she actually has a bird cam. So she's got crows that come to visit and also hummingbirds. So yes, none of us have a filament issue at all. There's also 2 minutes for people with filament issues. They've been well received. Absolutely gorgeous color choice there, Bailey. Awesome. What was I gonna say? For anyone that hasn't already done a drop for the drop game, we got 2 minutes left for the drop game. So exclamation mark drop, and that will be for some Polymaker filament. So there we go. And this is the Gargoyle Dice Tower in any cubic gray PLA. Again, absolutely gorgeous model. We love gargoyles, and I love seeing makes of things, by designers that we're discovering and enjoying. Thank you for sharing. All right. Diablo Spawn saw this model on Zombie Hedgehog stream, found out where he got it, blew it up in size, and painted the skulls white and used Polymaker's Fire HTPLA for the rest. I think it turned out awesome. So this is from Maker World, The Torment of Skulls, The Art of the Darkness. Holy hat. So there's some fire, there's some skulls, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Of course, this is with the supports. And as we know, the Polymaker HTPLA supports come off like butter. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Pretty cool. All right. Midnight Wolf got this in on time. This is the Woven Whopper by James the Printer in the new Polymaker Silk Rainbow PLA. So you can see this gradient. Very, very shiny silk. So we can see we've got, red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple. It's I find it's a dark silk rainbow, but very cool. And of course the Woven Whopper is super fun for all kinds of collecting of things, whether you use it as a wastebasket or whatnot. And there is the combination between Inland and the right is Polymaker. So there's 2 cycles on the Polymaker versus 1 on Inland. Yeah, you're expecting to be a little bit brighter. I think there may be brighter in future, but this was the choice for the silk. All right, so in just a minute, we're gonna do another drop. So this is more on the pastel side of things. An interesting transition for the gradient there, but there you go. Ooh, Sermo has Comfy Girl Relaxation, another coloring book. Super cute. So that is Jonathan here in chat. And I'm sure he linked it on Amazon. Nice, comfy, cozy coloring book. Maybe I'll have to do a coloring stream when I get back. I have the overhead camera ability, so we could do a coloring stream. We could do crafting and coloring. Ryan has a friend. So Gingy has a friend. So meet Ginger. Again, this is using the Maker Lab Flexi Toy Maker in Elegoo Brown, Esun White, and Red PLA. So get your drops in. Exclamation mark drop. There you go. Thank you for sharing, Ryan. There's Gingy. we're gonna get through the rest of these parts of the makes, and then we'll do the drop. This is the Jack Skellington cat. Super cute. So that's on Maker World. You can size that up, size it down. And what is this? Oversized Lego stud. Oh, we've seen lots of these oversized Lego studs. That's super fun. That's a fun way to display them. You can make them into magnets, all kinds of things. Chris Perillo likes to use those as filament samples. That's by C. Maddie. And we'll stop on Bailey's here. So we're going to do the drop game. And why is the drop right underneath me again? So let's get ready for the drop. If you haven't dropped yet, get your drop in. It's drop, and then of course, you've got kids, so lots of drawings on the fridge. So you drop, and you can put your favorite emote in the drop. And we're gonna do the drop in just a few moments. Yes, thank you, Star Rose 3, for sharing the model links. I'm gonna have to grab all those from the Discord for the YouTube. So maybe we should start a document at some point. Maybe I should start a document at some point. Anyway, good luck, everybody, and get your drops in. Closing the drops in 5, 4, 3, 4. Yeah, and this is for Polymaker filament. No matter where you live in the world, you're able to get a spool of Polymaker filament. Get your drop in. Good luck, everybody. Shoosh, shoosh. And start drop. Holy hat! Look at all those drops. There's a lot of Pezlas. Wow, there's some speedies in there. AWZ's like, let's toss some people around. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Who's gonna get in? Bailey. Bailey, there's a couple people floating around. You never know. Holy hat. Oh my goodness. You keep on bouncing. You keep on bouncing. Oh my goodness gracious. Bailey, congratulations. I'm gonna do the screenshot here. Don't mind me while I disappear so I can do this screenshot. Congratulations, Bailey, on your spool of Polymaker filament. I will send you a message on Discord. If you need to remind me, I will try to remember as well. Shoosh. Anyone who has not received a giveaway, if you are wondering where your giveaway is, ! form in chat. And that is sometimes a gentle reminder for me to process your giveaway or check on the status of your giveaway. You can also message me on Discord during my operating hours of, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Don't message me at 3 in the morning if you can help it. Also, all information on giveaways are available in the giveaway section of my Discord. I think the notice is pinned in announcements. Such a soothing voice. Time to take a nap. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled makes. For people who are watching on YouTube, sorry. Shoosh. Gotta turn on the Do Not Disturb for 3. I know. I have had to turn Do Not Disturb on for Discord. I also have people that notify me that they're spammers. Okay, this is okay. I want to give you guys some fun things. Okay. If you have someone spamming you from a Discord server, yes, notify the people that run the Discord server. But if you have someone sending you DMs and like, do you want to take a look at my designs? I do a couple things. I'm like, do you want to take a look at my designs? I also, if they message me and then just say hi, I send them like all the different hi GIFs a million times over. The other thing that I do is if they're really bothering me, I'll call them. I call them on Discord. I'm like, oh, let's have an important business call right now. And they're like, what? And I'm like, you think it's very important to bother me? I'm gonna bother you. So yeah, I'll call them on Discord. I'll send them all kinds of pictures and like memes and whatever. Especially if they're like, how is your Twitch channel doing? I'm like, I'm live right now. I've had that happen before. I'm like, I'm live right now. Why aren't you watching me? And like the ones that impersonate like YouTubers and big Twitch streamers, I always say to them, well, you're live right now, why don't you say hi to me? So anyway, I have fun with it. But definitely let the admins of a Discord know that someone's in there spamming. You know, a lot of places there's a certain, like, you need to check the vibe, right? You need to check the vibe. So anyway, shoosh. All right, here we go. We're gonna continue on with makes because we have more makes. Also, this music is interesting right now. I'm not sure I like this. Okay. Is this my same playlist? Is this my streaming playlist? I hope it didn't decide to... Goodness gracious. Stateline Customs, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Merci beaucoup. Awesome possum. All right. We are going to move on to Bailey. Has some green glue to use up, so I made some leafy sea dragons. So these are from my mini factory by Chi2 Systems. Oh no, the filament is Chi2 Systems. These are baby flexi leafy sea dragons by Key Creations. There you go. Super cute, and I love them done in that dual filament. Very fun. Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Bailey. Ooh, and this is a dragon book stand. This has an awesome cup spot. So this is, again, another one. Oh, I need to print this. This is by, I think, Key Creations. And is it Kirsten? It's Kirsten, not Kristen. Whoops, Kirsten. And I know I dislike it when someone says Kristen instead of Kirsten. So, my bad. Kirsten. There you go. That is super cool. I love that you can hold a book and a cup, because anyone knows, you definitely want to have a nice cup of tea or sometimes coffee with a book. Jonathan, thank you so much. I love sharing your makes, and like I said, we're putting this on YouTube now because people apparently really enjoy watching the makes, and they might not always make it for the Sunday afternoon. This is a really cool model for the books and for your cuppa. Very nice. Zombie says he got to lube the yes. What's Zombie saying? Crossing his fingers for what? What's Zombie crossing his fingers? Oh, the H2D overload issue is solved. Use longer cap tubes. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. If you have a problem, if you got a problem, we'll solve it, right? Anyway, Bailey, this is an awesome make. I love this this view of it because you get both colors of the dual filament. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. We got all kinds of stuff going on over here. Zombie Hedgehog's fixing his printer. We've got some resubs and some bits, and apparently we have ads. So, and we have an anonymous gifter. Thank you for gifting to Semantic Void. And we've got a hype train. Choo choo. There we go. So if you're watching on YouTube, a hype train in Twitch is a fun way where people share bits and subs and all kinds of fun things to keep us all motivated. No More 3 just gave 100 biddies. Thank you, No More 3. And of course,
No More 3
we have September, also Amazon Prime. Or September, you have subs at a discounted rate here on Twitch. And of course, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub to one YouTube. Wow. Go, Liz. You get a free sub to one Twitch channel once a month. So use it or lose it. Zombie Hedgehog says, I need coffee. I've had coffee. Now I need water. I just need to learn how to talk. It is Sunday, right? Shush. But thank you for the hype train. Level 1 hype train here. No, not too much coffee. Well, I mean, I don't know how many ounces this is, but yeah, maybe too much coffee. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're gonna keep on doing makes. Welcome in, Macite. Water is for the weak, more coffee. I agree. Ryan, do you drink tea too? Are you a tea drinker? I know you're in Scotland, so I don't know. Noxia says I should post Zombie's printer in makes and claim the credit and mystery internet. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So never too much coffee. I don't know. Zombie's lurking now. I scared him. Zombie leaves during the hype train, of course. Zombie, you know, you could give some bits. Everybody, let's call Zombie cheap. Where's the bits? Where's your bits, Zombie? Cough up some bits. Holy hat! Okay. He put his money where his mouth is.
Zombie
420 bits from Zombie Hedgehog. Hey, had to give him a challenge. Silver Sunbeam's like, I'll take that 420 and I'll raise you by 5 subs. Thank you so much, Silver Sunbeam. Landlock Newfie. Oh, you never want to be a landlock Newfie. Oh my, OMG Casey, Nusanov, CM Jesse, Goops. We've got 100 biddies from Star Rose 3. Holy hat. What did you say? Something about a missing part of the tool head on purpose. Oh, okay. Your wife just said I need to get a Pezliz coffee mug for the rest of the... Yes. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Do you want to do a giveaway for merch? We could do that. Holy hat. Maybe after the hype train, we'll do a merch giveaway. We're in a level 3 hype train already. Just like that. Silver Sunbeam, Zombie Hedgehog, No More 3. Who else has been contributing? Star Rose 3. Holy hat. Anonymous Gifter. Oh my gosh. Jonathan is like, I want in on this. There may be a pickleball involved at some point here too. State Line Customs, of course, came in with 100 biddies to start us. Thank you, Jonathan, for the gifts to Kron 880, Athleo 72, PP Mouse, Vibes, and Clona Plays with Twitch. Bearded Printer in with
Macite
the Gigantified emote. Macite with the biddies. K2 Kevin with the biddy. I like that. You're having fun there. Thank you so much. We're having a good time. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you're missing all this fun, but we're going to give you all the fun anyway. Thank you, everybody. Holy hat. Macite in with the 300-bit party. Level 4, 45% into a level 4. Gifted subs are from the Council of Andrews. Ah, Council of Andrews. You guys should have. Do you have shirts for Council of Andrews? I'm not sure. Anyway, we should have stickers or something. We should have something. I don't know. See there. That's why I have to get an H2D or H2S or something so I can get the cutter and make custom stickers. Zombie is lurking again. Thank you for your lurk. Yes, I'm not going to challenge Kevin as... Oh my gosh. During the Big Tree Tech stream, Luke was like, oh, and K2 Kevin has designed things and designed things and designed things. Purplish, thank you for your celebration. So Luke was like, K2 Kevin has designed all these things. And Kevin's like, I have? So K2 Kevin's like, okay, I'm designing these things for the Panda Perch. Just like that. Zombie Hedgehog gifting subs out the wazoo. Thank you so much. Gifting to Angel 3eva. It should be 4eva anyway. Mama Smash 96, 400 the dog, Cressup, and Mr. Chef Kev 7. These are quite the names. I don't even... These people, I guess they may be following, they may not be following. Twitch kind of randomly chooses who gets gifted. So thank you so much. Holy hat, you are a legend. And of course, yeah, we're rolling on into another level of hype train. Level 5. Level 5. I guess I better get that pickleball ready. Holy hat. You were playing the K2 Kevin drinking game? I know. Luke is a big fan of K2 Kevin. There will be stickers at Printopia and maybe a few t-shirts for the Council of Andrews. There you go. Yeah, Kevin's like, Luke, I didn't promise that. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. I never promised you a pickleball in the garden. I've got pickleballs here. Holy hat, AWZ in with 200 more biddies. Thank you so much. We're gonna get back to sharing of the makes in just a moment. And I said maybe we'll do a little merch. We'll do a little merch giveaway. I've got my pickle here. I've got my pickle. I'm just gonna put it right. Stick the pickle ball right in. Purplish, thank you for the emote. I feel like I'm on fire right now. Oh my gosh, that is very sour. Yeah, these are the atomic pickle balls from Alamo Candy Company. I don't know if I want to order any more of these. They're very sour, especially right now. Ooh. I think they're gonna burn a hole in my tongue. Oh, thank you for the hype, everybody. Level 5. Yes, I lit the sign. I had these really nice newer little lights, which are great for photography. They're super great for photography. They fit right on. You can mount them for taking photographs, but also you can just take them off the mount, and they make cute little lights. The battery lasts a long time. And oh, I can also do this if I have a hype train. So let's turn it on. There we go. We got party. We got a party in here. We got a party in here. We got a hype train party in here. There you go. Shoosh, shoosh. There, we're having a party. I'm having a party and you're all invited. Thank you for the hype train. 2 minutes left into a level 5 hype train. Holy hat. Thank you everyone for taking care, taking note of September. Thank you all for your support. Like I said, the streams are going to be a little bit off schedule when my family comes to visit, but everything is on schedule until until Friday. So I don't know what we're doing for. Thank you, Silver Sunbeam, for another 500 biddies. Holy hat!
The _ Silver
I don't know what we're doing for Saturday stream, and then Sunday will likely be in the later evening, but I won't know until our family's doing our thing, because I know we have dinner scheduled for Sunday night, so it'll probably be after dinner time. Anyway, we'll have fun, and of course it will be recorded, and I'm always sharing your makes. So awesome possum. Thank you so much, Silver Sunbeam. You're absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait to see the end result of your rebuilt bike. Super excited. If you didn't know, Zombie Hedgehog and I decided to combine our powers and get Silver Sunbeam some non-melting PLA for the bike because his melted. All right, and I know your mini me really loves that bike, so she offered to run over people with me with it, run over people for me with it. So thank you so much everybody for the hype. We're gonna keep on going with the makes. D-Mad, thank you for tracking the train too. You are absolutely fantastic. Choo choo. Choo choo. The whale shark head is finished. Awesome. So you're gonna bring do you have anything to declare? Yes, I have a whale shark head. That's awesome. All right, 68% into a level 5 hype train. Ugh, not bad for a Sunday afternoon. Happy
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
And let's continue on with the makes. And oh, I did promise that we were going to do a merch giveaway. So let me get that started. See, if you're watching on YouTube, you're missing out everything. So we're going to go to, let me just exclamation mark merch in chat. There we go. I'm gonna go to fourth wall. All right. So thanks to all your incredible support. I do have a small budget that I can use towards purchasing some merch. And I mean, it's kind of fun to be able to share with you too. So let me log into fourth wall. No, fourthwall.com. And we'll get a giveaway going, right? It's different for me to do it from the back end than it is for other people to do. I have to log into the Shaboomafoo here, and then we go to, I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Here we go. So I think we definitely want to do a huge mug, right? Do we want to do, let's do the Ultra Cup. I think that has almost everything in it. There we go. Gift to Twitch chat. There we go. All right. big gulp. There we go. And shoosh shoosh. Wow, this asked me for a lot of information while I'm trying to process a giveaway. There we go. And let's see. Be prepared. Be prepared for a giveaway in chat. Okay? Let's be prepared. Okay. There we go. We'll see when this pops up. Are we ready? Are we ready? Because it's gonna happen in any time now. Why did it do that? Okay, payment is being processed. Come on, let's do this. With my green tongue. Come on. There we go! Boom, 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 boom. So, this is, you have 120 seconds to enter. There we go. I'll pin that for the next 2 minutes. So actually, this is where you can bang enter in chat. You can bang enter in chat. Of course, if you won before, think about sharing with other people, but you are certainly welcome to enter. Exclamation mark enter. This is for the Pezliz Ultra Jabumafu mug. Let's take a look at this. The Pezliz Ultra Cup. So this one has, in printing color, we've got shooshes, we've got hex hearts, we've got Pezlizes. It's got all kinds of things. So there we go. Jupiter Robotics redeemed a hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. And of course, if you don't win, but you want a cup of your own, you can exclamation mark merch at any time. Shoosh shoosh. And now this is something that you can't make on your bamboo H2D, H2S unless you know, have very special vinyl that you can't wash in the dishwasher and stuff. Oh my gosh, DMAT, Da Vinci had a great, Da Vinci had a great drop there. Too bad he didn't drop earlier. Anyway, awesome possum. Exclamation mark enter. This is the time that you can bang enter in this chat. That is what Fourthwell uses for giveaways. And you've got like another minute to win it. Thank you to Pezliz for providing this giveaway. Thank you to everyone in chat for providing such awesome support that I can do these sorts of giveaways. It's absolutely fantastic to be able to give back. And of course, I want everybody to have a Pezliz mug. So, you know, shoosh shoosh, bang enter. Oh, and the winner is reprinted Pete Savas. So to redeem, if you take a look at that, Pete, congratulations. So what you need to do is do the claim, the redeemed thing there. Do you know how to do that? If you don't know how to do it, I do have it pinned in my Discord as well. But that is how you do it. Congratulations. Awesome possum. And of course you do have about 24 hours to claim your giveaway. And if not, we will give it away to someone else. Sometimes people are scared about processing the giveaway. They don't know how to do it. I usually send you a Discord message. Well, thank you, Hutch's Makerspace, for being here too. So yeah, congratulations. So make sure you claim that and get that going. And now let's go back to the makes because we have a bunch of new messages here. So I just did a silly thing. Let's scroll back up. Okay, I didn't lose my place too far. There we go. Oh, the next make is by Pezliz. So this is using the Polymaker HTPLA and HTPLA GF. That's the glass fiber, not gluten-free. And this is the Rose Fairy House from PA1 Maker. It's called like the Valentine's Fairy House. It's called, there. Pete got his mug. Awesome possum. So there is the mug, or the mug. There's the fairy house. And I did leave it for, it should be here next Sunday. Awesome. Make sure you share your mug. I printed this, as I mentioned, in the HDPLA and HDPLA GF. I did leave this at the foot of a tree in an apartment building where I know there's little kids and stuff. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. So it's not really littering. I mean, I'll go back and see where it is. Of course, immediately after I deposited this, I ended up with the flu. So I've had the flu all week. I am going to get out for a walk this evening, though. I promise. So my September is still going. As you can see, this printed pretty much flawlessly. This little rose cottage. I opted not to put in the windows. I just thought it would be cuter, you know, for outdoors, and also, you know, guaranteed that it's safe to stay outdoors. This is actually a bronze Sharpie that I did the chimney with. But we've got the HDPLA Power Tool Red, the Power Tool Yellow, the Power Tool Green, and the Power Tool Teal. That's no, this was before I was sick. The next day I got sick. Anyway, then we have that's the HDPLA GF, the Power Tool colors. Then we have the HDPLA and Polymaker Teal, and the gray, and the black. And then that is actually Celestial White for the little light. So it's like a little mouse house. So PA1 Maker, this was actually taken at the little Montreal tourist booth. It looks like it's AI almost, but it's not. That's actually worn, you know. But this was taken at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is like the perfect light for outside. Warpaint and Unicorns, you've missed a bunch of giveaways. We just gave away Pazla's mug, and we gave away 2 spools of Polymaker filament today. So it is not AI. This is actually in the garden. There's a whole like park by my house with these beautiful flowers. And so as you can see, there's some rotting leaves there. I had to pull the garbage out. There was like coffee wrappers and coffee cups in there. Why anyone would do that with the flowers? And I left it at the tree. And the tree, what kind of tree is this that looks like almost varnished? It's absolutely gorgeous, but I left it there because I thought it was perfect for a fairy house. And I love all these different plants. They're very pretty. So, yeah, so that was taken in the, you know, beautiful 4 o'clock in the afternoon light. I think I did that on Monday. Yeah, I had the flu for a whole week. Anyway, PI1 Maker is working with influencers to print more of their models. I am doing a haunted house next. I've got a couple other things that I'm working on, and it's kind of fun because you really can't pay for every single model that you want to print. I love the free models, but I mean, I can't have a Patreon. I try to cycle through my Patreons and my thangs and all that stuff. It adds up. And if you're not selling things, like I'm not selling things. So I like to influencer. There you go, Tech Cheaper. I like to support designers as much as possible, but it adds up for sure. Speaking of supporting designers, Kit Kiln. This is Jack Chunkington by the Kit Kiln, printed by Star Rose 3. Again, she's using the movie as a backdrop, which I think is absolutely awesome. Super fun model there. And of course, she's hoping that Jack will have a Santa Claus version too. So awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Star Rose 3. Next up, we have Doodles. Oh, Doodles. This is printed in matte black and neon green. This is the Melting Tear Skull by Noto 3D. That is really cool. That is really cool. Wow. That's super neat the way that turned out, Doodles. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, there's some really cool spooky season models out there. Peck and Paw, I made a mouse stand, not for a little mouse, but a mouse stand for the Razor Basilisk. Other models on the way too, so Peck and Paw is designing. Awesome. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make sure I hop on over to Peck and Paw's Maker World. And you know what we do? When we find out that someone's designing, we press the follow button. And of course, you can like, you can collect. I will collect and put it to practical prints. And there you go. That's an easy way to support someone, just like that. There's Peck and Paw, and there's Peck and Paw's models. So we've got a bunch of different little models there. Daka yo head. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, and welcome to the Fam Jam. Peck and Paw. All right. Peter S, aka reprinted, or yeah, reprinted. He's always reprinting things, right, Pete? Shoo shoo shoosh. Oh, sorry, Pete. I'll repeat that if you want me to. Poor Pete. Poor Pete. Finally finished a tall print on the Proofs. Finally, a tall print on the Proofs XL, despite some surface imperfections. Reprint. This is Wexter Cyberman Mini. We love Wex. Embiggened to the almost full Z height of the XL, printed in Polymaker Panchroma Silver Metallic PLA. There's a crotch shot. We always use crotch supports. Use taint on supports for Wexter models, right? Sorry, paint on supports for Wexter models. So there are a few little imperfections there, but I mean, when you gigantify something, yeah, there's got to be some supports. Yes, we use taint on supports. Shoosh shoosh. That is super cool. Yes, that's what I called them. Wexter approves. Paint on supports, right? Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing, Pete. I'm glad you got a mostly successful print out of that. So a tall print on the Proofs XL. The mini Cyberman, not so mini. Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing. Poor Pete. He's gonna... Robin Sparkles, you heard what you want to hear. It is, of course.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
We're learning things, right? All right, Cruising Girl has the Pumpkin Flower and Pot by Sorgo on Maker World. I've seen this. I want to print this in HTPLA. I think it would be really cool. George, of course, supervising. This is really cool. I think it's a fun model. So, shoosh shoosh. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Cruising Girl. All right. Barking Cauldron says, I blame Pesliz. Yes, I am. We are the crow keepers, the skull diggers. I don't know, whatever the names are. I blame Pesliz, the Crow and Rose in Zen Black Silk, printed on my A1 with the Zombie Tomb profiles. And this is the Rose of Crows by Royal 23 on Maker World. It's just a cute little wall decoration. I think it's fun. So it's a crow and a rose. And of course you can choose your own adventure, whether you paint it or print it all in one color or use all those things. So skulls and crows instead of skull and bones. Exactly. So I have one of those printed for my mom to send out to bring home with her from Nova Scotia to Nova Scotia. I love crows. My grandmother feeds crows. She talks to the crows. Whether they're crows or ravens, I don't know. But that one looks kind of like a raven. But we in Nova Scotia, there's crows, and my grandmother feeds them, and one of them actually says hello. It's just like hello. It's. I think I have a video of it at one point. It's pretty crazy. My dad also had a very close friend of his, Gord Weens, and he had a crow that was his best friend. Like lived in his backyard and would come when he called it and everything. So there you go. There's a story. Piled did. Oh, Piled listened. I said it would be really nice if you printed someone else's models because I was encouraging, right? Encouraging. So he did. Bearded Printers, Floppy Stars. Oh, my stars. Absolutely beautiful. I love this model. I have a bunch in a basket. I've got a bunch. I'm bringing a bunch with me to 3D Printopia. Brand new model alert. Bearded printer, not bearded pumpkin. That's a floppy star for ya. Awesome possum. Thank you for sharing. Piled. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. All right. Stateline Customs, thank you for the 100 biddies.
State Line Customs
nice
cheered
to meet
X100.
you.
Hey,
That's
me.
you?
Hey all.
It is.
I have rides that
There's
move
Coop.
as well.
Otherwise known as State Line Customs, I guess. And this is your model. So newest carnival ride that you design and print. Oh my gosh, the Saturn swing. I bet I would that ride looks like, oh wow, that is so cool. So let us know. Share your profile, share all of your things, share links if you have a Patreon or a Thangs or a Cults or whatever. That is a holy hat. I love it. Be really, really fun. I'm sure there's people here that would actually like light up those lights, do all kinds of crazy things. Carnival rides are something else, and this is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sharing. Mostly printed with a 0.2, not of course for that detail. Look at those lights. Super fine detail. That is really cool. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, make sure you share your links and all those things. We love to support people, and you're streaming with your carnival right now. Awesome. We'll have to take a look at some point. We'll give you a nice little shout out here. Thank you. Let's see what it says. I'm going to make sure I'm following. State Line Customs is a 3D printing wizard conjuring up everything from HO scale. I don't know what all that means. I'm going to learn about all the scales. For the HO scale accessories to carnival rides. They're on a quest for 25 followers. I think we can get you to 25 followers. Come on. Printing micro minis for craft fairs and running HO scale rides. From dragons to carnival fun, the streamers got it all. State Line Customs, make sure you're following. I just put the heart up there. You fill in that heart. There's lots of people that love all the different scales for models. I understood like what they are for collectible characters, but someone needs to teach me all the different things for trains. I know Retro Maker does a lot. We'll give a shout out to Retro Maker as well. Retro Maker TV. I was in the middle of about 600 things. Retro Maker was streaming today. Oh, my Frosty tools expired. I gotta re-up my Frosty tools, kids. Shoosh. Why don't I just do it live? Frosty tools. Oh, I think I just got disconnected from Frosty tools. I think that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's all it was, is I got disconnected. So let me see. I'm gonna make sure I fix it. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Just give me a second here. I got logged out. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I got logged out of Frosty Tools. Tell Frosty Tools to be yeah, I know. Frosty Tools, be nice. Be nice and fix it. Fix it. There we go. Are we back, Frosty Tools? Let's ask Frosty Tools. Are we back? See, we have extra time to advertise for State Line Customs. Let's see. Frosty Tools, are we back? We got so many things going on all at once. We're back and perfectly. Oh, there we go. See? Frosty Tools is back just like that. I just had to log back in. Sometimes that happens, right? Anyway, Coop, otherwise known as State Line Customs, awesome. DJ Midnight Wolf, guess what? This is going to be published to YouTube, so you can watch it later. We also have a VOD, and I loved your rainbow Zaboomafoo. What the heck is that thing called? It is by James the Printer, and it is the Rainbow Shaboomafoo. I'm gonna try to remember what it's called. Woven Whopper. Holy hat, I should remember that. Fix'em Dude named it. Ah, there we go. Woven Whopper. There we go. Okay, next up from Brian. Finish this order during the stream. That's how long we've been streaming. In Elegoo Black, Isan White, and Red, printed on H2D and P1S. This is by Do 3D, and it's the Venomized Stitch. Holy hat. Look at the veins. It is a Venom Stitch. K2 Kevin suggested the name. Okay. K2 Kevin and Fix Him Dude. Interchangeable. They're both wonderful human beings. So. And Beauty Printer, you might get to meet our friend Krusty. If Krusty comes to 3D Printopia, you'll get to meet Krusty too. So I'm so excited. One of the cool people suggested it. Exactly. Neither one of us is the cool people. Ryan, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Pezzy rings, laser cut acrylic earrings. Holy ghosts. Look at these by Pezzy rings. Absolutely gorgeous. And those are clip-on, are those, no, those, oh my gosh, those are the closed loop. So not shepherd's hook, those are the closed loop earrings. Those are the best earrings. So you're actually, that's a very good investment if you buy these. I hope Pezzy Rings shares a link to where you can purchase them, because those are so cool. Ghosties with the mosties in a beautiful frame. So that's acrylic cut. That is so cool, Pezzy Rings. Thank you for sharing. Oh, wow. Starman Tim, I was inspired by the latest DNZ and made my own maker chip for my business and soon to start Twitch channel. So Starman Tim, just waiting for a smaller nozzle to arrive. You know that you can do this in a 0.4. 0.4 is absolutely possible. K2 Kevin has beautiful profiles. But the key is, of course, the QR code you want on the top. But I see that you've got like an inlay there, so maybe you'll do something a little bit different. But yeah. And also with the QR code, you want to keep the QR code as simple as possible so everyone can read it. And also you could opt out of the QR code and just have the website address. So Pezzy Ring says I still have to get them up on my website. Got them done for the farmer's market, so you haven't, yeah, that's awesome. Those are so cool. If I was stateside, I think you're in the US. If I was stateside, I would definitely be ordering these. Maybe I still will and get someone to hold on to them for me. So, yeah. All right. Ryan, last one to sneak in before the end. 2 done during stream. Productivity for the win. Oh, you're in Arizona? Awesome. All right. So Ryan, this is an Isan white, yellow, red, Elegoo black, brown, Sunlu green by Do 3D. And this is, of course, the chicken jockey, the bundle chicken jockey statue life size. Holy hat. Look at the detail on that. That is awesome. And as you can see in the background, the stream's there. So this is from the Minecraft movie. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yes, and State Lane Customs. Yeah, make sure you follow me on YouTube and I'll see that you followed and I'll make sure I follow you. Make sure you can share that in self-promotion on the Discord too. But we love it. Thank you for sharing, Ryan. This is so cool. I love this. I mean, I haven't watched the Minecraft movie. I know. You know me and watching movies. This is so cool. I love the detail. Thank you for sharing. All right. And we are at the end of makes. Holy hat. So next week, as I mentioned, I don't know what time I'm streaming. I will try to let you know. I just kind of have to go with the vibe of what's going on with the fam jam. My family's visiting and my brother's running the Montreal Marathon. I'm probably going to end up walking some of it, you know? We're going to be making signs and doing all those sort of things. I will be doing focusing on family time. Yes, Bailey, you need to order a set of those. I think the link has been shared in Discord, which is awesome. Jedi Spidey, how are you doing? How did you end up going to Ecovate yesterday? I hope you did. I hope if you did, you had a super fun time. We're gonna do something a little bit different. For people who are watching on YouTube, I am going to thank the YouTube people for joining us because we're going to take a look at some Twitch clips and do all kinds of fun things. These are things that you only get to see when you're with us here on Twitch. So I'm going to do a quick be right back screen. And for everyone that joined us on YouTube, thank you so much for enjoying all the makes. I will be posting these weekly as much as possible. I may even download some past weeks and add those on and have a playlist. And we're going to have some social time with our Twitch friends. So I will be right back for the Twitch people. For the people on YouTube, again, twitch.tv/Pezliz, almost every Sunday, starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. My schedule, of course, is on Twitch. If anything changes with my schedule, I also stream Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern with Zombie Hedgehog. That is our show Z and Z. I stream Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That is my show Imprinting Color, sponsored by Polymaker. I stream Friday mornings for Rise and Shine. I sometimes have my co-host, and sometimes we just hope. We just have coffee and fun. That's 8:30 a.m. Every single Friday. And then on Saturdays or Sundays in the evening, I do Pezliz Presents, another show sponsored by Polymaker, where we take a look at designers, we interview designers, and of course, showcase some Polymaker filaments while having lots of fun, learning about someone new. So, quick be right back. And here we go. Thank you, YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, following, checking out all the links, and of course, join my Discord. See you soon.